Hello everyone. Today is Thursday, February 7th. It's 3:32 p.m. It's about a half hour before the regular session close. You can see my computer clock on my right, and on my left is the time in sales, the Emini S&P currently trading at 26.94. It was a really great day for the Autotrader today. I've been trimming down the number of charts I've been watching, so that's a good thing, basically honing in on the most consistent charts. And of course, we see them here daily. Our video channel is now going on almost 4 years and over 660 videos. And you'll see, if you go back to the first video, you'll see the same charts. You'll see the DAX, the crude oil, the NASDAQ, the Emini S&P, and so forth. And even if you just go back within the last 6 months or a year, you'll see the very same charts and time frames, because what I'm trying to show here is consistency in the Autotrader. Yes, we have losing days, without a doubt. There's not only losing days, there's losing trades, and I show those. But if you don't see a chart here, if you see it one day and you don't see it the next, it probably was stopped out. Now, that doesn't mean it got stopped out for the full stop loss. It might have just been stopped out for a few $100s or whatever. A lot of times I don't show charts if they just made $100 or so. In any case, really great day today. First up is the DAX on the Super 14 tick with the $3,500 goal, 3550, and we did 3512 on this chart in 5 trades back to back, 5 or 6 trades. So we had 2 winners and then 2 back-to-back losers, and then 2 winners here. And it was this big move here that had really excellent trade placement that brought us up to our goal. So pretty impressive on the DAX since the inception of watching the 14 tick Super, which has been a very long time now. Okay, next up is the DAX on a 150 Heikin-Ashi chart, and this one has a goal of 2100, so we hit our goal and had some slippage at the end here, and you can see all the trades here. We made a couple of equity highs here of about 600 and 1,000, and both times drew down negative, but not more than $300 or so. And after that last drawdown, we actually came back with this trade. This single trade was enough to bring us to our goal. So once again, really excellent performance on the DAX. Okay, the DAX on the Super 14 tick with the lower daily goal of 2,000 came just shy of its goal. It did 1,700 on these 2 trades. No losers and no negative drawdown. Okay, the NASDAQ on a 987 Heikin-Ashi tick chart did 1605 for the day. The goal on this, I think, is 1,500, 1,550. So this had positive slippage. You can see the trades here. We made an equity high of about 700 and then drew down to about break even, and then came back with these couple of trades here and brought us up to our goal with positive slippage. Once again, the Emini S&P on just a regular 5 Renko chart with a higher time frame filter of Super 8, and this one has a goal of 1,000. This did 1,050, so we had 2 ticks of positive slippage. And this chart has been extremely consistent, and today was no exception. So once again, positive slippage with our higher time frame working very well. Okay, the Dow on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi chart had a single trade and did 1570. I think the goal on this is 1550. Indeed it is. So another chart today with positive slippage. Pretty good down move here, beginning around the 10:30 hour after the first hour of trading. So kind of a false start to the upside, and then they sold it. This kind of move is also known as a head fake. The market opens, it fades to the upside, and then they sell it down hard. Okay, the NASDAQ on a 5-minute chart got filled on this sell-off here, and it started off with a loser, and it drew down just about $500 or so, and then recovered with this trade here to finish at 1280. The goal on this is 2,500, so well shy of its goal, but still respectable performance for the day. Okay, the crude oil on a Superenco 8 tick with our line break logic has been a pretty reliable chart as well. Today it did 1,010, and the goal on this is 1,020, so 1 tick of slippage. On just 3 or 4 trades here, that's exactly what you want. Okay, the Emini S&P with the Superenco 4 tick and the 6 tick higher time frame has been a super consistent chart. This has a goal of 850, and this probably hit its goal and had some slippage here. First made an equity high here of about 300 or 400, had a losing trade, and then came back and hit its goal with that sell-off that begun after the first hour. Okay, our second chart of the 5 Renko with the higher time frame filter of Superenco 6 hit its goal of 800 and had positive slippage. This too has been very consistent. Just showing 2 of these just to show slightly different settings. This one has a little bit less on the profit target, but the trades look pretty similar today. Okay, the Emini S&P on a Superenco 6 tick basically hitting its goal in, it looks like 4 trades. This is a really small one here. The goal on this was 950, so 1 tick of positive slippage and very, very nice action here, only drawing down less than $300 or $150 per contract. Okay, the Emini S&P on a Superenco 4 tick, and I can just tell by looking at the higher time frame, this is the 60-minute higher time frame. This had an equity high of about 400 and then drew down to, looks like just minus a couple of hundred here. Actually less than 150. Really only about 100, and then came back with looks like 3 winners in a row. You can see it in the equity curve here, and we have here, here, and here, and reached 912.50. The goal on this is 850, so once again positive slippage. Okay, we run about 4 or 5 charts on the Emini S&P Superenco 4 tick, and at least 4 of them, if not all of them, hit their goals today. This one has no higher time frame, and here it drew down less than $100 and came up and did 725. The goal on this is 725, so 0 slippage. This Superenco 4 tick has a higher time frame of 6 and slightly different settings than the other one that we showed. The goal here is 750. So this was just 1 tick shy of its goal, and pretty nice looking trading here, no negative drawdown for the day. Okay, the Emini S&P on a 987 Heikin-Ashi tick chart has a goal of 1525. I think I'm going to lower this. You can see this equity high here early on of about 1200, and we drew down here about 800 or 400 per contract. So, you know, it's a little bit of volatility in here, and then from this equity high, it struggled and finished at 600, which is still a decent gain, but I think 1525 is just too high for 2 contracts in the Emini S&P. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching today.